Start the new recording, I guess. And wait, why can't I see? Oh, we're on the wrong view, that's why. Turn off full screen, turn on capture card. There we go. That's the right one. Now we're here. Asher's Playroom is so much fun, man. But anyways, we playing Cozy Game today. We're going to play a single day of Pioneer's Olive Town. And get a little bit farther in it. Not super, one day, but we'll get something done. I think we have some stuff to... I almost said to plant. Some stuff to harvest, probably. I remember very little. I know we have some stuff to do at the place, the town hall or whatever you want to call it. We're supposed to take him gold bars. There were some other options as well, but where's the kitty? We must have been up late last night because it's 9 a.m. instead of 8 or 6, 8. I don't remember what time we normally wake up. Come here, cat. Why are you running from me? Yes, I'm holding an axe, but chill. I'm not going to use it on you. God. Okay, we should probably put away the axe, though. I don't know, it just feels weird having the axe out when we're taking care of our animals. Also, we're completely out of fodder again. Did we not refill the fodder last time we played? I thought we did. Maybe they were still good on fodder. But didn't we let them outside? I'm so confused. Whatever, grab some fodder. And put over here. Before I forget again. Or forget for the first time. I don't know. We say it every time we play, but it really does bother me that we can't just like see just at a glance how much fodder is in there. We actually need to like click on it to see how much is in there. Alright, there's all the chickens taken care of. Let them out. Let's go check our crops. Might as well grab all of this crap real quick since we're here. And we don't have much gold. Or that's probably what we should do today then. We have a crap ton of iron ore, but we also just have a crap ton of iron. So let's make some more silver. Pick all the thingies while we're going through. We see the stuff, we might as well grab it, right? Now, what can be harvested? Anything? X to harvest. I think the shops were closed today, right? Because I think we tried to look and see what was new in the shops for us, and we couldn't because they were closed. Yeah, we got 2 things that were harvestable today. Sadly, though, we won't be able to replant either one because, again, shops closed on Tuesday. That does mean, though, after we drop some stuff off, that we can... I'm assuming you grow next month, so I'm not going to try and plant you yet. Fodder seeds? Could grow more fodder, but no. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, we could clear, but I don't know. We're like basically out of gold, so I feel like we should just do gold. And were we trying to get supple lumber? I think we needed more supple lumber for something. So let's take supple logs. Oh. Yeah. Fill up all these machines. Okay, they're all full. Can we grind wheat into flour? Wheat goes in here. Mixed herbs. Oh, these things we were supposed to put in the fridge, but we forgot. Peppercorn can go in there. Rest of the stuff, besides the fodder. Hold on, and then this stuff. We need to make some mayonnaise, some cheese, some yogurt, some butter, and some more mayonnaise. Alright, sell the pumpkins, wild berries, I don't care. Cow topiary is not worth enough for me to worry about putting anywhere. Let's throw all this stuff in the house too. And how much gold do you think we needed? I doubt we have enough, right? But I mean, maybe. There's a possibility we do. We'll throw cow topiary in here because whatever. Grab mode, put you down here. And what do we have the most of? Pink cat flowers. We'll grab one of you. And if we're gonna be mining, then we don't need this or that or this. The only thing we need is the hoe and the hammer. We'll grab the gold too in case we have enough. I doubt, but maybe actually. It could have been 10 bars. But I feel like it's going to be more than that. I feel like it's going to be 15, 20, probably 20. I was waiting for it to be like a... Oh shit, you guys are closed too? The bistro though, are they open? The bistro is open. Here you go, pink cat flower for you. You like the color pink, right? And then... are any of you guys a bachelor? No. No. Then it's going to her. Have a moondrop flower. It just goes around giving everybody bars of gold. Oh, now the bachelors walk in. I see how it is. Or bachelor. I guess Lars isn't one. Like, here's enough money to pay your yearly wage. Just hand it to him in one go. I guess we could have saved it for her. Not Gloria, but her, whatever her name is, Reina. Which, speaking of, I would like you to appraise this junk that I found in my farm.
Oh.
What was it? An iron bar. Cool. Lumber. That's... So far we got a piece of lumber and an iron bar. An ambergris? Okay.
Hello.
Awesome. Photos. Oh, we got a new photo. Okay, the eagle. We apparently haven't donated this one yet. It can go here. Next to that birdie. What's a game that you loved as a kid that doesn't hold up today? AI question of the week. Roughly week, I don't know. Dragoon? Speaking of Dragoon, guess what I just bought? The Legend of Dragoon. I think we've had this question or something similar to it before, because I seem to remember you saying that. But I played it a little bit as a kid, never finished it that I can remember. And yeah, I saw a copy on eBay pop up for a really good price, so I almost bought it. But then I was like, I'll check the local game store first and see if they have it down there. And they did, but it sucked. Like, the case wasn't good. The a lot of the clips for the discs were in terrible condition. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I might end up getting it, but it's really bad. And the guy who was working it at the time was like, well, actually, we have a better condition one in the back that we are trying to sell online. It just hasn't sold yet, if you're interested. And I was like, fuck yes. Let me see that one. And so me and him head to the back and he shows it to me. And yeah, it was in much better condition. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely interested, but like, how much would you want for it? He's like, and I was like, would you give it to me for, you know, the usual price? They use price charting for their prices. So I was like, would you give it to me for the price charting price? I think it's like $27 is what it's listed for. And he was like, yeah, you're cool, man. I'll give it to you for 27. And I was like, all right, deal. So I picked it up. So, I mean, it was a few dollars more than what I would have paid for the one on eBay. We are in the wrong spot. I didn't mean to come to the dude's house. I think we actually, wait, we just go downstairs, right? Anyways, and I was like, yeah, sick. All right, 27 bucks, I'll take it. And then I grabbed a couple of other things and I got, oh, he only needed 5 gold ingots? Man, that's nothing. So yeah, I don't know, helping out a local shop and some people that I like. I got a game that I wanted, only paid a few dollars more, but I was able to see it right in front of me, you know? So I know for a fact that it was in a good condition. Whereas the other one from eBay, you know, looks pretty decent, but I wasn't sure. This is all a really long way of saying Legend of Dragoon is now on the games to complete list if anybody wants to see it done. I'm honestly curious, man, you know? I don't know, you know, the little bit that I played when I was younger I liked, and people to this day talk about it like it's one of the greatest things ever to grace mankind. So I'm curious, you know, are you right? Does it just not hold up at all? Or are you just a hater and it's actually amazing? I gotta find out for myself. It's the only way I'm ever gonna be happy. I'm happy with the answer. That is, I'm not gonna be happy no matter what. Anyways, so yeah, no, I picked it up and I plan on playing it at some point on my own, whether we play it on stream or not. But I mean, I don't know. We aren't necessarily an RPG channel, but I obviously love RPGs. So, like, yeah, of course I'm gonna put it on the list and we'll consider giving it a go. Damn. Can we get, like, leaning towards hater, but we'll see. Yeah. You could be totally right, though. And generally speaking, I respect your thoughts and ideas on games and television shows and things like that, so I'm inclined to believe that you're at least somewhat accurate in your thought about it, or somewhat objective in your thoughts about it, or at the very least that our tastes would line up relatively well on it. Obviously, we don't have the same exact taste, but fairly similar when it comes to many games and shows and things like that. But the only way to know for sure is to give it a try and see what the fuck happens, right? So, but I haven't played it in so long, I just legitimately don't really have an opinion on it. We're only here for gold. That's an important thing to remember. We'll grab other stuff if we come across it, but we're only here for gold because we need to get at least enough gold to upgrade our hammer and our axe. I don't care that much about upgrading the other things, but our hammer and our axe really need it. We might as well grab any of these spots that we see, though. You never know what you're going to get out of them. Liked it as a kid and wanted it to be good, but was disappointed. Yeah. I mean, I get that. I was literally talking about, you know, similar with Assassin's Creed, how much I loved the first Assassin's Creed game growing up, and replayed it more recently to find out that it just doesn't hold up at all, at least in my eyes. The first Assassin's Creed game is actually just, when compared to options that are out now, the first Assassin's Creed game just kind of sucks. And I don't know. I think that's a fair assessment of the game, to be honest with you. So I can certainly believe that that would be the case with Legend of Dragoon as well. Noodle, thank you for the 5 bits. And I mean, I didn't technically have to buy it, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's available on the PlayStation Network now. And trust me, I considered just going down that route, but I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm a bit of a collector of video games. It's the only thing I collect, video games. Somewhat Pokemon cards, but mostly video games. I don't know. I have nostalgia for putting games in, and I think a big part of it is that I grew up, you're a bastard, I grew up relatively low income, and so we didn't have very many games growing up, and what we did have was usually either quite old for the time that I got it, or secondhand, usually both, secondhand and quite outdated. So now that I'm a bit older, it's my thing. You know, some people collect the books, some people collect manga, TV shows, movies, excuse me? Oh, we're using the wrong damn tool. Anyways, baseball cards, football cards, whatever. I don't know what all the cards are. You know, people will be stamps, trains. I like trains too, but I don't collect them. Anyways, I collect video games. Mostly physical, but if you look at my Steam library, you would probably think I also collect digital games. Collecting digital games is a incredibly stupid endeavor, though. I don't suggest anybody does it. Collecting digital games is probably the only thing dumber than collecting physical games. Because as we were talking about the other day, video game prices, retro game prices specifically, are stupid. Literally ridiculous. There is no reason for games to cost what they do, other than the fact that people will pay that. And, I mean, I've had that idea for a long time, but what really sold it to me, if you weren't here, was Piglet's Big Game. I was looking through the most expensive games on the PS2, because we were playing Futurama, which is one of the most expensive games on the PS2. And I was showing everybody, like, how ridiculous this little Futurama game is on there. And I noticed that Piglet's Big Game is now one of the most expensive games on the PS2. It's $100 for a complete in-box copy of Piglet's Big Game. Do you know how much I paid for it a few years ago? Like 2 or 3 years ago? $3. I paid $3 for Piglet's Big Game. And I think that was a pretty fair price. I got a bit of a deal on it. I would say $5. Probably a pretty fair price. According to price charting, the game was worth, before a few months ago, the game was worth about $12 complete in box, which I personally would call a bit of a stretch, but alright, fair enough, whatever, $12. Reasonable enough. I think most retro games are worth somewhere between $5 and $15, you know, give or take. And then somebody on the internet was like, hey, Piglet's Big Game is basically baby's first Resident Evil, or baby's first Silent Hill, or baby's first whatever the fuck you want to call it. No, no, it's not. I've played the game. The game is a decent children's game with horror elements in the way that Winnie the Pooh does horror. You know, it is not a Resident Evil game. It is not a Silent Hill game. It's no bullshit like that. These people are full of shit. Anyways, and so it blew up on the internet, and now this game that should only be worth $5, $10, $12 at most for a complete in-box copy is now suddenly $100. Now, that does mean that I personally made $97 off of this if I were to turn around and sell it today. I'm not going to, because I don't collect games to sell them. I collect them to play them, so I don't really care what the price is. Unless a game like blows up to $1,000 and I really need the cash, then I would consider it. But $97 profit? Look, guys, I might be poor. I'm not that poor. But but just the sheer fact that that happened, that could happen, proved to me beyond any doubt that retro games are a scam. The buying and selling, the collecting of retro games. Oh, you bastard. I was trying to get away from him. We don't have any food on us. But yeah, no, just retro games are just a scam. And that just is what it is. We all just have to accept that, man. I love retro games. I plan on continuing to collect them. I do not give a shit about sealed games. They're kind of neat, right? I was talking about the game shop earlier. The guy that owns the shop, he has a handful of, not just sealed. I own a couple of sealed games, mostly just because the really good price. So I picked them up because that's what was available and it was a really good price. But, graded is what I meant. Graded games. The guy down at the game shop, the guy that owns it, he has a few graded games, and they're neat to look at, you know. They're in really nice condition. They're pretty. Some of them are desirable games. So, like, it's neat. I'm not here to shit on it. But I personally just do not give a shit. I collect games because I want to play them, and because I like collecting them. I do not collect games because I'm hoping to turn a profit on them. And to me, graded games have no value beyond using them as an investment. Which, if that's what you want to do, the more power to you. Have fun with it. But it's not me. And I think it's kind of a losing battle. Trying to make games, trying to invest. I don't know. I'm probably just a hater. The way you feel about Legend of Dragoon, that's freaking me and collecting retro games to collect retro games for no other reason, you know? I'm a hater. I understand, man. Whatever. But I'm sitting here just waiting and praying for the day that there's a giant price crash on retro games. That's what I want to happen more than anything. I don't care if we have what, 405 PS2 games now, give or take, aiming for about 1,800. I don't care if the price crashes to $1 on them. You know, it would suck that I paid so much more for them than $1 a piece, but whether they're $1 or $100 each, I don't really plan on selling them anytime soon. I will someday, I'm sure. You know, whenever I'm old, whenever I'm dying, whenever I really, really need the money, I'm sure I'll end up selling them eventually. But in the meantime, I just want these games so that if my brother comes over and I want to play a game with him, I can do that legally, so that I can stream them legally. You know, that's all I want them for. It was the same thing I was saying with the Pokemon games. I probably wouldn't be buying the Pokemon games physically. As much as I love them, I probably wouldn't be buying them physically if it weren't for wanting to stream them and to do it the right way, you know, to do it legally. Because in no world is a copy of Pokemon Emerald or Ruby or Leaf Green that sold hundreds of copies. Fuck, if it only sold hundreds, that might be a different story. That sold millions of copies. In no world is that game worth, you know, $100 or whatever it is right now. So like, it's just not worth it to me. I'd rather just not do that, let's say. that's what we'll say about that. And that's, I think, where we'll leave it at. But anyways, cozy games were fun. It's dark in here. Have we just not woken up at 6 a.m. in a while? Or like, we're gonna get a cutscene, aren't we? Because of like, oh, maybe not. Maybe we have to go into town first to get the cutscene. We're not gonna actually play through today, but as anybody who's watched before knows, I like seeing what's coming up. Yo, stream, you not wearing a costume? Lame. Why is this cow talking to us? Did we eat the wrong kind of mushroom yesterday? Help, please. I'm scared. Anyways, guys, that was PS2 Gauntlet. That was Cozy Games. That's going to be it for me tonight. I'm probably going to keep sorting through my physical game collection because I'm trying to get them all sorted in some way. And I need to work on getting some VODs uploaded. I fell behind on it again. We still have VODs going up on the YouTube channel, so I'm not like out of time yet, but I've got like 2 days to get some stuff uploaded. So either tonight or tomorrow I'm going to have to work on that. We'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I do appreciate you all. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I most certainly did. I should be back tomorrow with something, probably PS2 related, because again, a lot of games to get through. Maybe though Software Inc. or Pokemon, because I just kind of miss those games, to be honest with you. But to be determined. Either way, no matter what, we'll see you then. And yeah, have a good night, y'all. Be kind to each other. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Trilogy. This is first in the timeline, and it is the game that the Netflix series Castlevania was based on. Fun fact.
Never ended up finishing it. I didn't like it that much, but
that's fair.
It was okay.
The first season, to be honest, not great. Second season, my favorite.
A lot better. Yeah.
A lot better. Third and fourth season, meh.
What
it's
about
better than the first one?
The third game? Is it better?
Yeah. So Castlevania 3 so far is pretty on par with Castlevania 1 to me.
So it looks very Castlevania 1.
Yes, the aesthetic is Castlevania 1. The character sprite literally is a like color transformation of Simon Belmont's character sprite from the first game. A lot of these bricks and textures that you see around are just
reused from
yeah, just reused from the first game. The second game actually does have unique sprites and everything.
Look,
I don't care if they reuse every single asset from the first one,
Right.
as long as it's better than the second.
That's fair.
I have yet to finish the second one.
It is. As you can see, the entirety of the UI, and I'm sorry I paused here. Oh
Fine.
God, I hope I cut everything out. My footage. I think I did because I paused it and I cut away. But anyway, technical difficulty.